Hello, Cambly learners. My name is Shelley, and I'm a tutor on Cambly. Today, you'll be learning how to exchange contact information in a business setting. Let's begin. There are many instances in which you would likely exchange contact information, such as when you meet new or potential clients. You might also exchange contact details at other events, such as job fairs and trade expos. Whatever the case may be, here are some phrases that will help you either request or offer contact details. Let's say that you have just met a new potential client and you want to further develop the business relationship and keep in touch. You may use phrases such as, "How can I reach you?" or "How can I get a hold of you?" Both of these phrases simply mean, how can I contact you in the future? Or you may also be direct and just say, "May I have your contact information?" If you're part of a professional social network, you may ask something like, "Are you on LinkedIn?" Now, what if you want to offer your details? You can say things like, "Here's my number," "Here's my email address," or you can simply say, "Here's my business card." Most business cards will contain all of the information that you could possibly need, such as name, job title, phone number, email address, website, and perhaps even a QR code. But what if you're on the phone and you can't physically hand the other person your card? Well, then you're going to have to exchange your contact information verbally. Let's start with phone numbers. This is what a typical US number looks like. Even though each country has its own specific format, in English, we would read them all the same. For example, each number is read individually like this: 788-123-0123. Wait a second, did I just slip a letter into that phone number? I did actually. In English phone numbers, the number 0 can be pronounced 0 or O, with O being the most common. This is not a real number, by the way, so don't try calling. Now let's talk about email addresses and the way certain symbols are pronounced. This symbol towards the middle of a letter is a dash or a hyphen. This one is pronounced at. The line towards the bottom of the text is called an underscore. And finally, that little period is called a dot. Let's take a look at an example that incorporates all of the above. Not a real email, by the way. Shelley-k@cambly_tutor.com. Most companies use .com as their domain extension. However, there are some that are country-specific and will use .co instead, which is short for company or corporation, followed by a country abbreviation, which is always pronounced with initials. Let's take a look at an example. Shelley-k@cambly_tutor.co.mx. The MX in this case stands for Mexico. All right, now let's put your new skills into action. Pause the video and go grab a pen and some paper because I'll be dictating some phone numbers and email addresses to you. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. 788-857-5523. If you wrote this number, then you got it right. Next one. 788-950-6700. If you wrote this number, then you got it right. One thing I forgot to mention is that when you have two numbers that are the same, you can use the word double before the number. So for example, this number would be 788-950-6700. Now let's move on to email addresses. Since you already know how to spell my name, I'm going to use variations of my email address. Ready? Shelley.k@cambly-tutor.com. If you wrote this email address, Then you got it right. Next email address, Shelley@cambly-tutor.co.mx. If you wrote this email address, then you got it right. Well, that's all for today. I hope this lesson has been helpful, and I hope to see you in the next one. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Cambly, let me just tell you that Cambly gives you instant access to friendly native English speakers like me. You can take English lessons anywhere, whether you're on your phone or your computer. Schedule your next business lesson with any of our knowledgeable tutors using the link below. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.